break. The words I saved were far too late, and silence chose our separate fate. If I had spoken what I meant, would we be more than what we spent? If you ask again, I'd say it right. The truth I kept stays in the night. I'd give it all for just one chance. If you asked again, I'd take your hand. I see a coat left on the chair. I trace the threads like you were there. The song we love still pulls me back, but all it shows is what I lack. If I had opened, if I tried, maybe you'd still be by my side. If you asked again, I'd say it right. The truth I hid still haunts tonight. I'd give it all for just one chance. If you asked again, I'd take your hand. I count the nights I let slip by. I hear the quiet in your goodbye. And though I know the past won't bend, I'd still choose you if asked again. If you asked again, I'd say it true. The only word I need is you. I'd give it all for just one chance. If you asked again, I'd take your hand. Your name on my phone, I don't press call. If you asked again, I'd give it all. I watched the rain, it fell too fast. Your jacket lies across the chair. I pass it every single day. I swore the silence wouldn't reach me, but it finds me anyway. I told myself I'd be fine, but it breaks me still. Caught in the fall, every drop reminds me of your face, of your face. I lose my way, and the night won't let me leave this place, leave this place. Caught in the fall. The mornings come but feel unsteady. Hours drag but never move. I try to sing another ending, but each note brings me back to you. I told myself I'd be fine, but it breaks me still. Caught in the fall, every drop reminds me of your face, of your face. I lose my way, and the night won't let me leave this place, leave this place. Caught in the fall. If I called you in the morning, would you turn around? Or was it gone already before a sound? Caught in the fall, every drop reminds me of your face, of your face. I lose my way, and the night won't let me leave this place, You said it's fine, like it was light. But I've been thinking every night. You smiled and turned like nothing changed. But words can bruise without a name. I laughed along to keep the peace, but all I felt was something cease. Did you mean it just that way? Was it easier than what you'd say? Did you mean it when you said you'll find someone better instead? Was it kindness or retreat? Did you know that broke my feet? I tried to move like nothing stung, but every night it pulls my lungs. You said don't cry, it's not that deep, but love like this was never cheap. Did you know what you erased when you called it just a phase? Did you mean it when you said you'll feel lighter in your head? Was it mercy or goodbye? Did you notice I stopped asking why? Ooh. Some things stay, not for long, but the way you spoke still feels wrong. Did you mean it to sound that small? Did you know it said it all? You walked away with words that stayed, and I stayed quiet but still replayed. The clock struck 2. I thought of you. Your jacket stayed on the hanger. I never found the strength to move. I swore the silence wouldn't matter, but it told the truth. I said I'd be fine, but it broke inside. The night you left still burns. Every street reminds me where you turned. I try to run, but it stays. Your shadow's written on my days. The night you left still burns. I walk the paths we used to wander. Each corner pulls me back to then. I keep pretending it's all over, but it starts again. I said I'd be fine, but it broke inside. The night you left still burns. Every street reminds me where you turned. I try to run, but it stays. Your shadow's written on my days. Or was I gone already before the sound? The night you left still burns. Every street reminds me where you turned. I try to run, but it stays. Your shadow's written on my days. The night you left still burns. The clock struck 2. I thought of you. I loved you in fragments, the good ones too small to keep. You said I made it harder, but didn't ask why I weep. I stayed for the parts I thought could be whole, but held on so tightly I let go of my soul. This wasn't the kind of love they write about or sing. It bruised quiet, it hurt soft, but it never gave me wings. And I kept calling it love, 'cause it was all I knew. But not everything you fight to save was ever meant for you. I wanted to be better, so you wouldn't leave. But every time I bent, I shattered underneath. I watched myself vanish just to keep you around. And when you said goodbye, I didn't make a sound. This wasn't the kind of love that makes you feel at home. It needed me to stay small, to never say I'm alone. And I kept calling it love, 'cause I was too afraid to admit the version I gave you was the one I let betray. Healing didn't feel like rising, just standing up straighter. It came like silence, like no more later. This wasn't the kind of love that taught me how to stay, but it showed me where I broke and what to give away. I kept calling it love, but now I see it clear. I was trying to love what was never fully here. I used to whisper just to keep the peace, laughed at your jokes that cut into me. I called it compromise, you called it love, but I gave you everything, you gave just enough. You said I was too much, then asked me to stay. I shrank to fit, but now I say I left the door open, then walked away. I didn't slam it, but I didn't stay. silence. I'm done being sweet. You don't get to miss me when I found my feet. You liked me quieter, kept me on mute. Said healing takes time while you played the flute. I kept rewriting every little red flag, turned pain into poems and wore every tag. But I'm not your shadow, not your repair. I won't shrink for someone who was never there. I left the door open, then walked away. Not for you, but for me to stay sane. You wanted devotion, I wanted the truth. So I broke the version you loved me through. I looked in the mirror and saw more than pain. I saw the girl you tried to contain. I left the door open, but I'm not coming back. I packed my heart and painted the cracks. You lost the right to keep me small. I left for me, and I stand tall. I count the steps from you to me, and every inch feels soft and free. You say my name like no one could, and suddenly the world feels good. I've been loud, I've been lost, but next to you it all comes off. You feel like home, not walls or floors, but something warm behind the doors. You make the air feel safe to breathe, and I don't need a reason to believe. I used to brace for hearts to leave, but now your hand just helps me breathe. You don't ask much, but give me more. A quiet kind I can't ignore. You don't fix me, you just stay, and that alone takes pain away. You feel like home, not just a place, but every hour I want to face. You don't pretend, you see it through, and every time I choose you too. If loving you is all I do, I think that's worth this whole view. I say your name less now, but it still lingers in the back of my mouth. Like smoke I tried to hold, or words that hurt when they stay too long. Your sweater's gone, your books are boxed, but memory is cruel like that. It doesn't need a single thing to haunt a heart that still can't sing. They say move on, it gets better, but better doesn't feel like this. You're still in my mouth, like a song I never finished. Still under my skin, like a cut I never stitched in. Every time someone says you look okay, but they don't hear you whisper in the quiet part of day. You're still in my mouth and I still taste your name. I tried new lips, new city lights, but your shadow caught every flight. You're in the way my fingers shake when someone says, are you okay? You left, but forgot to take all the places you used to stay in me. You're still in my mouth, like truth I can't untangle. You're still in my chest, like breath I have to angle. I fake it fine, but in the space between the words I say, you still burn in the soft parts of the day. You're still in my mouth and I still taste your name. I walked past the park you used to wait for me in, and the bench was still, but not long. You called me. Sunlight once, I believed it like it was a fact, not a feeling. I still feel the warmth sometimes, but it doesn't burn. You were home until I opened the door on my own. I still felt about you when the rain touches the kitchen window. I still hear your voice in songs I didn't know you liked, but I don't want you back, and I don't belong there now. And now I stopped reaching for answers. The questions never gave me peace anyway. I let your name sit without echo. Memory is not a promise. was real was. But it was real was. Put on that dress you never liked. Walk past the coffee place, didn't even check inside. Didn't mean to move on, but I guess I have. I forgot to miss you somewhere between new playlists and clean sheets. I didn't rehearse it, didn't force it, but I'm laughing and you didn't cross my mind today. Found a photo, didn't keep it. I found a song, didn't feel it. Turns out healing doesn't need fireworks, just weekends with nothing to fix. I forgot to miss you, didn't mean to, didn't fake it, but it's real now. I'm better than the version you knew, and lighter without trying to be. Guess forgetting feels a lot like peace. You said this doesn't change anything, but somehow everything did. You held my hand like it meant something, but your eyes were already elsewhere. I told myself to wait, but time only made things clearer. You were soft, but not staying. You were kind, but not close. You said it didn't mean anything, but I felt everything. You kissed me like a maybe, and I believed it like a promise. You laughed, but not with me. You spoke, but not to stay. I watched you leave slowly, like you were hoping I wouldn't notice. Some love doesn't, it just wasn't real. You said it You look at me like I've never been broken, but I have, and I still am a little bit. You don't ask about the cracks, but you sit where the silence laughs. You laugh at all the wrong times, and somehow that feels right. You don't promise, but you stay. And I don't know what that means today. Would I dare to give it all when I know how fast it can fall? Could I trust a heart again after watching mine cave in? You're kind and you're still here, but love is what I fear. I still flinch at gentle touch, not because it hurts too much, but because it feels too safe. And I don't trust that kind of grace. Maybe not all who stay will leave the same way. Would I dare to let you see the softest parts of me? Would I try to meet you there without losing air? You reach without a plan. Maybe love just holds my hand. I typed, I miss you, and erased it before I could breathe it out loud. I stayed on your page for longer than I meant to. Your photo was the same, but you look farther. I didn't want to mean it, but I did. I almost said it in the pause between messages. I almost meant I still feel it, but left it unsent. You don't deserve to hold it, but I still couldn't let it go. I walked into our song by accident, but stayed until the final note. If you had asked just once, I would have told you everything. I almost said it more than you'll ever guess, but almost is what you left me with, and that was enough to ruin me. breathe. My name left me, and my thoughts fell to my feet. I said hi, like I wasn't rewinding already. You smiled once, and that was plenty. It wasn't slow, wasn't safe, but I knew I couldn't stay the same. You struck like lightning through a window pane, like a song I didn't know, but felt anyway. It wasn't planned, it wasn't right, but something in me lit up that night. I didn't see it coming, didn't brace, but now you live in every space. You struck, and I haven't looked away. You didn't say much, but I memorized the silence. Your eyes said, go ahead, and my pulse broke compliance. Some loves take time, but this one just... You struck like lightning through a window pane, like something wild I'd chase again. It wasn't slow, it wasn't planned, but something in me just said stand. I didn't see it coming, now you stay in every color